Honorable Speaker, could the Cabinet Secretary for Education, 1. Explain why students enrolled at the Kenya Medical Training College, KMTC, are excluded from receiving Higher Education Loans Board support, while students in other public institutions such as technical training institutions are eligible beneficiaries. 2. Could the Cabinet Secretary state the measures put in place by the Ministry to ensure such discrimination is abolished? 3. Could the Cabinet Secretary specify the legal provisions or government policies being applied by the Ministry to justify such denial of Helb support to KMTC students? I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for inviting me. Mr. Speaker, I request to respond to the 3 questions as follows together. The Higher Education Loans Board currently funds students in universities and technical and vocational education and training institutions under the Ministry of Education. Helb is able to fund these students because it is provided with a budget to do so through the Ministry of Education. The Kenya Medical Training College is under the Ministry of Health. Helb is ready and available to provide funding to students in KMTCs once it is supported with the necessary budget by this House through the Ministry of Health. Indeed, when resources were availed to Helb did provide support to KMTC students. This happened, for example, in financial year 2013-2014, when there was a partnership with USAID, and in the year 2022-2023, when the Ministry of Health provided resources to Helb. May I assure the House, therefore, that Helb is committed to support all eligible college and university students in pursuit of their tertiary education without any discrimination. We look forward to working with this Honourable House to explore the possibilities of enhancing the funding to cover the yet-to-be-covered institutions in our tertiary education space. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I submit.
You are satisfied? If you are, you don't have to.
Honorable Speaker, I'm not satisfied.
Go ahead.
The reason is when he tells me, I think what was been put in the kitty of Helb should cater for all students irrespective of under what ministry the institutions fall. Because by saying enhancing the budget, then they'll be able to give others, the KMTC students, support. Doesn't make sense, to be very honest. So I think what will happen is the kitty should cater for all students irrespective of whichever institutions they are studying at. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Dr. Bukose.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you, CS, for the response. But the response is unsatisfactory because since COOPS took over the admission of KMTC students, why should KMTC students be excluded from accessing Helb through the normal education budget that is given to Helb, such that now you have to ask them to get a budget within the Ministry of Health? Why should that happen? Because they are both of them, even those in the TTI technical training institutes or in diploma courses, they all access Helb. So why should the KMTC, who are admitted through the same portal of COOPS, be excluded?
Dr. Nyikal. Give this one next.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think the answer is actually inadequate. Why is it that the Ministry of Health had to provide money to help so that the students can get help? Yet, with other colleges, no other persons give the money. The same, why did the students from KMTC need to get money from USAID to support them? And further, how is this linked to COOPS, the Kenya Central Colleges and Universities placement? Because there is an issue, a legal issue of whether students in KMTC should be admitted through COOPS or through KMTC list itself. And this is actually related to this denial. So I think we are not getting the full information that we require for this matter, which also links to the Commission of University Education. And that's where the legal issue is, because the Commission of University Education then demanded that this also gets COOPs also admit these students. So there's more we need to know on this, Mr. Speaker.
It is very simple. KMTC students are students like any others. Helb resources are public resources appropriated by this House. Can you take steps to ensure that KMTC students also access Helb financial facilities?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, members. It is true that KMTC students are students like any other in the country, and it is true that Helb, as an institution that funds students, should be able to fund all of them. I think there is an issue of misalignment with the domiciling of KMTC under certain terms in the Ministry of Health that leads to this discrepancy. So we will work with the Ministry of Health to align that aspect so that we can get resources to help in order to support the KMTC students. I think the alignment is what is the key with respect to funding the students in KMTC, because we've already aligned the issue relating to placement. COOPs places all the students. So we should extend that further to ensure that funding is also covered under HELP in order for our students to be funded in KMTC. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I think it's not just enough to say that we shall be aligned, because we already have students of KMTC within colleges. I think the best answer this Cabinet Secretary can give this House is how soon can that undertaking be done? Because we need timelines so that this is dispensed with.
We'll make progress. I'll direct the chair of Health Committee and the chair of Education. Yes, Wanjala, what is it?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is not only KMTC that are suffering out of this. Students going to study education in universities are paid by HELB. How about those who are in colleges who are also not being paid by HELB? They also need to be assisted. Other than that, it will be discrimination. I want to minister to, as they help, they ensure that KMTC is aligned. Could you also confirm that the teachers in colleges will also be aligned?
Point noted. I was directing the chair health, the chair education, to arrange and meet the minister and bring a report to this House in 2 weeks on the steps taken to ensure that KMTC students access HELB loan facilities and any other tertiary institution students, because these are public resources and these are deserving cases.